What's up YouTube, this is Arus and today I am coming with you with a rare Banlist prediction for the April Banlist. I don't normally do Banlist predictions because sometimes I think people are stupid, but today I'm going to do one. I've just been watching it this morning, I've seen a lot of interesting thoughts, and with Return of the Bling round the corner, who knows, okay? So let's have a go. Now, this is just opinion, could all be different. And I could be completely wrong, but obviously, let's wait and see. First things first, one card that I think is going to get banned. Snatch Steal. It's had pretty big impact. Some people say it's a bad card. They're obviously retarded and should never be allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Snatch Steal wins games, always has won games. I think they were testing the water with this card, and I think rightly it does need to go off the list. The amount of times that I've top decked to Snatch Steal for win, or my opponent top decked to Snatch Steal for win, is pretty infuriating. There's no skill. Even with triple MST, I still think that, yeah, it can't stay. Unfortunately, because I have a nice shiny one. Next up, I believe, potentially could be banned. We're going to have Foolish Burial. There is enough reason for it to be banned. I think it's gone to 1. I don't think it can go to 2, and I believe it has justification to be banned, especially if some of my other choices come true from the list. You know, it's the ability to send a dragon to MST for that 4th MST or 5th MST. I know Mathematician is a thing as well. You could argue maybe Mathematician could go to 2, maybe 1. I'm not so sure about that one. You've got to get the summon has to be resolved. But I think Foolish is powerful enough to go to 1. One card that we've had at 1 for a while, and I was really surprised it didn't get banned last list, is this guy. He's actually my favourite card in the game, so I'd be devastated if he got banned. But 3000 attack that can attack twice, it can just end games so hard. BA play it with no lights in deck, with just relying on Dante and Virgil. Shadol can play it in Denko dolls. It's easy to play. Veiler's coming back into prominence now with Necroz and Trishula, so I think this guy could be off the list and say goodbye, I'm afraid. That made me very sad. We'll do going to 1s first. I think that this guy has to go to 1. I actually play Clifort, so I'd be pretty good if it did go to 1. But the card itself, yeah, it should go to 1. It's a generic, nasty card. It stops so many decks from playing Yugioh. It just kind of shuts people down. It's a bit unfair. So skill drain going to 1, I could see. The next one I think will go to 1, but I think it would be bad for the game. Vanity's Emptiness. Now, this is a floodgate card. It stops all special summons. Obviously, it has that drawback of when a card is sent from the deck or the field to your grave, you can destroy the card, or you must destroy the card. It's the only thing that really keeps Necroz in check. Now, if they do what I think they do, which is going to hurt Clifford a bit, this is a really dangerous thing to put this to 1, because Necroz will just run away with the meta. Nothing will be able to stand up to it. You send you stun. They need 3 vanities. Shadol, it kills Shadol. It kills everything. It's that good a card. I think BA need the hit still, and I think this is the way to do it. Scam to 1. I don't think you should hit Tour Guide. I think if you hit Tour Guide, you really kill a lot of decks. I don't think that's very fair. So I think hitting Scam, maybe Dante to 2 to stop the triple Dante with Seer Loop. Scam going to 1 would kind of slow it down. You wouldn't need to hit the Tour Guide then, because Tour Guide can still be played in every other deck, like Dark Worlds and stuff like that. And if we're getting CCV back, people that say it's a shit card, again, stupid people, yes, you'd side it out against certain decks, but CCV is such a powerful card. It's really good against Necroz still. I don't care what anyone says. And they're the main deck. Talking of Necroz, I don't think Necroz will be hit because it's so early in their production cycle, but we would probably mirror Japan. Prep, Yugioh, and Manju all to 1. They have so many searches in the form of Brilliant. They have such a dangerous boss card in the form of Trishula. Unicorn's a twat. The Dijin lock, just fucking ban Dijin release of rituals outright because it's a twat. Just get rid of that card. It's nasty and it's not fair. I would like to see that happen, but again, I'm not so sure. To 2. Now, again, makes me sad, but I could see any combination of these guys going to 2, because it's just possible. They've got no support coming, I don't think, anymore. I think that's Clifford's are now done in the storyline, and you hit all of their searches to 2 and it doesn't kill the deck, but it certainly makes it a lot more inconsistent, especially if you drop in Drain and you drop in Vanities as well. You pretty much stop Clifford being the only contender to Necros. This card can come back to 2. Test the Wars with 2. I like it. It's good. It's not chainable. It's powerful. It forces people to think about what they're doing. I would like to see this guy come to 2. In fact, I'd like to see it to go to 3, but it's got to go to 2 first. It's about time Thunder King came back to 2. Thunder King at 2 wouldn't change anything, I don't think. And I think we'd try it at 2 before it goes back to 3. I believe it's at 2 in the OCG. So it can go to 2. It's nothing big. This one's a bit more of a maybe. Macro and Defissure to 2. They got hit to 1 a while ago. I know Konami doesn't like floodgates, but I see them putting it up to 2. Only one of them. I don't think both of them will go to 2. I think they'd probably put Defissure to 2 first before they put Macro to 2. But I just think it could possibly happen. And my last card to 2. We can hope. Book of Moon, I think, at 2 would be awesome for the game. And there's not really much to say about it, to be fair. I just think the card needs to come back to 2. It's been at 1 for so long. Cards to 3. Mirror Force, it should just go to 3. It's been at 2, does nothing at 2. Put it to 3. And I say it's at 3, I think it is at 3. I think it actually is at 2, we should just ignore that. Yugioh Guardian. Yugioh Guardian went from 1 to 2. It can go to 3. It doesn't do anything. Cards to come off the list. Obviously, you've got the potential of CCV coming off. Now, every card that's been errated, if it's in the Return of the Bling, I believe, will come off the list. So, CCV, Exchange of Spirit, Crush Card Virus, Ring of Destruction, all of them, they'll all go to 1 because they're all a lot watered down. Then obviously we've got the possibility of only one of these guys returning. I'm not so sure about my feelings on this one, but you've got Harpy's Feather Duster, should that guy return. And then the other one is obviously a Heavy Storm. Now, we're in a format where you go summon 1, set 4. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass to fight through that wall, so maybe one of them going would be a good idea. As for cards that are limited from 1, maybe Stratos. Free my guy Stratos. I think he'll stay at 1. I don't see him coming back anytime soon. Sinister Serpent, Chaos Emperor Dragon. Obviously they're guys that we're talking about with the errata. Tribe could potentially come back, although I think it would give a massive boost to BA. For spell cards, I don't know if they'll do something retarded like bring Change of Heart back, because they've brought Regeki back and they've brought Snatch Steel back, so that's one of the power cards that they originally banned, maybe. Dragon's Ravine can go to 1. I don't see that being a real issue. Crush card coming back, it's one potential thing. Ring of Destruction, and Exchange of the Spirit, all with their erratas. They could come back. Cards to 1. Spirit could maybe go to 2. Give Fire Fist a bit of a boost. It doesn't do anything, it's not dangerous. Diva could go back to 2. It'd be interesting to see Diva's builds with Necros. That'd be quite fun, I reckon. Thunder King's 2 I've already mentioned. Darkstrike Fighter can go to 2, and then it'll go to 3 the list after, because they'll realise how shit it is. I mentioned Book of Moon to 2. Charge Light Brigade to 2. Give Light Sworn another boost. Divine Wind of Mist Valley, I believe, can go to 2. It can give you Senju a real boost. And the only real deck that can abuse it is Harpies with Dancer. Until we get Harpy Harpist, that's not going to happen. Monster Gates, that could probably go to 2. Infernoid support, I've been told in the next few sets is coming as well, so that will give Infernoids a big bit of help. That's about it, really. Card Trip can go to 3. Chaos Sorcerer, Ghouls, Honest. They can all go to 3. Necroface can go to 3. Summon can go to 3. Advanced Ritual Art can go to 3. Chain Strike can go to 3. Dark Altar can go to 3. Yugioh Guardian can go to 3. It's irrelevant. They're all irrelevant. That's just my opinion on the ban list. Put your comments in the in the section below. Tell me what you think of the ban list. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you think I'm stupid and that I shouldn't be predicting such things because it's crazy. But I think that would help our meta game. I'd like to see Necros get a hit just to slow it down. It's just a bit too powerful. But I don't want it to be destroyed because it's brand new. I don't think Shadows need to be hit. I think they're too far down the pecking order. I don't think Talonites need to be hit either. Maybe you could put Rota to 2 to try and maybe balance it a little bit. But other than that, Spiritual Beasts, whatever you want to call them, they're pretty crap. You are just stunned. They're the anti-meta. They're the chain beat of nowadays. Burning Abyss can still do well, but with Dante at 2 and Scarm at 1, I reckon that slows it down a hell of a lot. They still get to keep their triple tour guide. They can still push with double Dante. Firelake maybe can go to 2, but people don't play more than 2 because they don't play the trap builds. I think I've covered everything. Give me a shout. Roos out.